great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Sun Devils head coach before the game, he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of this season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Sun Devils offense will have the first possession of the game. And there's Reed Harris. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all of the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff awards. The tradition of the position of receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Mountaineers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Hits inside, it's Butler. Breaks into the open. The 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running to the left. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. A third and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to do.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Could not make his way to the corner. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Looks it in. And he's still running after the move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Jackson will throw. Back's got it on the screen. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
2nd and long here. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it. Punt.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back looking for help. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Turning it on. Powers through. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. They'll give it to Robinson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Takes off. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Jackson gonna throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put it.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4. Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry up. Back to pass on second down. Going right back to Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Jackson will throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Looking for the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, that's now the second time in this game that they've gone for it on fourth down, and they've got it running the football. So great job by the offensive line just getting it done.
He caught it, and he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Just barely got rid of it.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have... And he's in! Touchdown, Mountaineers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've already converted twice on fourth down, but this, just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off for Brown. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Misses badly on that one.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll let it go to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up.
Wide open spaces. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
This offense is putting on an absolute clinic, and defenses that have to watch this film are not going to like what they see. They've already got a big lead early in the game. 3 plays, 3 first downs on this drive. There's nothing you can say outside of this quarterback just being a student of this offense. He prepares so well leading up to game time. He's putting it all on display.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Michael Hawkins. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Finds his man, it's Callaway. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Sells to run, looking to pass. Had to force that one.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Shoots it to the left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Got a little space. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Quarterback changing the play. Jackson gonna throw it. On the left side, here's Coleman. Third and final timeout call by West Virginia. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. And the ball comes to rest right there. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arizona State, 0. Number 70, set to kick it away.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I did check in with the West Virginia head coach coming out of the locker room. The locker room was energetic. He says they've got a big lead, and they were all feeling good about themselves, setting a tone early in the season. But this is not enough. This is just one step to where they want to be this season. So he's reminding them, 0-0, that's the score to start the third, and let's capitalize off of the energy of this crowd here at home.
Holly, thank you. The option, he'll keep it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Still running at the 40. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play. And the Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's changing the play. Off-play action on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, West Virginia! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass.
31, Arizona State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The Sun Devils are flying down the field.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back to back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did on this drive that you had success with.
Stepping to the right. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Jackson will throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll go to the air. Coleman open on the right. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Drives inside. Crosses to 40. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're gonna let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Short pass. Oh, he's got some space. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Callaway. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Here comes the offense on second down. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man on the outside. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. He'll toss it. He's got the first down. Breaks into the open. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally are seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. And he ends up taking a safety.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the 4th quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments and a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Jackson gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The run inside. It's Coleman. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Hawkins slings it downfield. Complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. They'll move the tight end. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Cobb. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Out wide right, it's Coleman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Keeps it on the option. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Throwing, Hawkins escapes the pressure to his right, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Sets his feet, it's Hawkins. Move to his right. Right side, it's Thompson. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of...
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Got some room to run.
Hey, listen, you're trying to create a spark. I get it. I want to run these every so often, and I practice these in practice. And by God, if I practice them, I'm going to use them and try to take a shot. It didn't work, but I do like the play call on the offense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Out wide right, it's Strachan. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like
headed to the end zone, and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mack. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Unloads in the nick of time.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And he avoids the sack.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins escapes the pressure going right. Unleashes one.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been there.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Hawkins to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Michael Hawkins. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. These corners backing off a bit. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did sport.